Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes you.
We all need Canada's youth to succeed. We need youth to help design drones to put out forest fires and ensure artificial intelligence doesn't outsmart us all. We need youth to help cure the diseases we don't even know exist yet.
We need new skills
for a completely new job force.
But we're not prepared.
That's why RBC created Future Launch, to empower Canadian youth for the jobs of tomorrow.
Welcome to Python's Pit. Max Ruthmann with Wolfpack Outdoor Services mixes lawn care with an environmental mission. Max, welcome to the pit.
Okay, so we've all been in this position. After 3 weeks of forgetting to mow the lawn, you finally walk out to your shed through your jungle of backyard, roll the lawnmower out, fill it up with gas, and begin yanking on that darn cord for what feels like hours. When you finally get started, you begin mowing for 45 minutes, and it feels like 100 degrees, only to do a half-decent job. Hello Pythons, my name is Max Ruthmann, founder and CEO of Wolfpack Outdoor Services. I created Wolfpack back in 2016 after noticing many of my neighbors struggling to get their lawns mowed on the weekends, all while heavily polluting the earth. Wolfpack Outdoor Services is a 100% electric property maintenance company providing many basic landscaping services such as lawn mowing, debris cleanups, mulching, and much more, all while being virtually silent and eco-friendly. Our customers prefer us over our competition as we provide very high-quality work, all while being eco-friendly and very affordable. Our customers are generally individuals who no longer want to mow their lawns, don't have time to mow their lawns, or want to be eco-friendly but don't want to invest their money into the new equipment. We attract these customers using many methods such as door-to-door sales, flyers, online ads, and a little-known method which is working on weekends, which puts us face-to-face with many potential customers. I also do partnerships with equipment companies such as Greenworks, which has generated over 32,000 views on YouTube. But what impact do we really have on pollution? Well, for every hour that our lawnmower runs, it reduces emissions equivalent to a car driving 550 kilometers. That doesn't even include the weed whackers and blowers. So not only do our customers get professionally manicured lawns, but they also help reduce their global footprint drastically. So how feasible really is electric lawn care? Well, when we started back in 2016, we mowed only 3 lawns per week. In 2017, we grew to 6 lawns per week and 2 commercial properties bi-weekly. In 2018, we grew by 200% and continued to service our commercial properties. In 2018, we had gross sales of $11,930, and of that, $9,500 was lawn mowing alone. So what would I need the $5,000 for? Well, I would use all that money and invest it into all new commercial electric equipment that is capable of mowing 40% faster than my current equipment and 90% longer, which will allow me to service more properties in a day. So with this equipment, I can continue to reduce global emissions and also boost profits and sales drastically. Okay, Pythons, who's ready to join me in revolutionizing the lawn care industry once and for all and help ensure a cleaner tomorrow for all to enjoy? Thank you for your time.
We're joined with Michael Lemmer, one of our Pythons for 2019. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. What made you want to become a Python this year?
Oh, absolutely. It's a true pleasure to be here today. It's been great fun. For me, there's really 2 things to it. So number one, when I think back to myself as a young teen getting started in business, in my first job really, the opportunities all came through local entrepreneurs in my hometown back in South Africa.
Right.
And without them, I wouldn't have had that start. So this is a way for me to give back. In my business, unfortunately, I can't hire teens into the business, but it gives an opportunity to give back in some form. And then secondly, I have 4 young kids myself, and I'm hoping that my participation today inspires them to participate later down the line as contestants.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, we all appreciate you being involved as a Python, and I know the contestants were super pleased to hear your advice and feedback, and were able to tweak some of their ideas. So what is one of the most important things that you would say to a young entrepreneur today?
So I think for me as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that I kind of think through when starting out the business, and
For sure.
big one would be timing. There's always a right time to start something, right time to start a business. So really make sure you do your research beforehand. And then the second piece of advice would be, don't underestimate the importance of good foundational experience in some role, some sort of workplace. In my opinion, the best place to start would be in a role that has you speaking to people, a sales role. Any entrepreneurial role, doesn't really matter what you're doing. You always have to negotiate with people, build rapport, have those connections, and sales is a good place to start.
Fantastic. So for all the students watching, soft skills and getting those foundations are really important things. So thank you very much for joining us, Michael. Max, what a great idea. You know, with climate change on the rise, we know it's an issue here in Canada and around the world. I love it that young people like you are taking initiative and hoping for a cleaner and better tomorrow. Glenn, any questions on the product itself?
Questions? Maybe I have one question, but before I start with my question, I just want to congratulate you on your entrepreneurial spirit. As a young man, even myself, I had made over $1,000 by the time I was 10 years old, and I used to lend my parents money. So I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit in me. I used to deliver newspapers door to door back in the day. So you obviously have that entrepreneurial drive. You're growing your company. Are you the sole proprietor of your company?
Yes.
You are. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I noticed in your brochure also you have a bicycle attachment to your equipment, and so you're really super green. You're pedaling from customer to customer.
That is correct.
And I assume that if you had a bunch of money, you would have electric vehicles towing that around.
In the future, yes.
And in the future, yes. Okay. What was your greatest influence in life to become an entrepreneur?
My parents are entrepreneurs, and just be able to rely only on myself and how hard I work to be able to get to the success I want.
Yeah.
So only relying on myself.
Good examples. Good examples. Just to talk about the $5,000, to me, you're on your way. I don't know what schooling aspirations you have. You're gonna work your way through school.
Yep. Yep.
Work your way through school. It's not that you don't require the $5,000 or need the $5,000, because I understand your pitch and it's interesting, but I just want to tell you you're already on your way.
Yep.
So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for that question, Glenn. You know, I can see you using a Tesla to pull your lawn cutting stuff around. So like maybe that's in the future too. But you need a little more money than $5,000. Agatha, what do you think?
Oh, I love the environmental aspect, the electric. I guess my question to you is: are you planning on scaling this, or are you just keeping it as a, side business while you're going through school?
So I want to actually remodel the whole business, change the name up a bit to represent better, and also hire more employees and cover a wider area.
So you're looking to grow.
Yeah.
So how would you, market this to, I guess, everybody in the area? How would you go online, or would you go door to door still as you're scaling up? Like, what's your plan to grow?
So I found the most effective is door-to-door sales, talking face-to-face, so they can put a face to the company, and I can really represent the company, whereas online, people normally just scroll past things. It's not really as effective. So I find I like to do just door-to-door sales and that sort of stuff. Yep.
Michael, any questions?
First comment I have is, unfortunately nowadays hard work is often overlooked, and I want to commend you on doing the hard work. It's
Thank you.
one of those skill sets that'll never not be of value, so great job, keep it up. I want to ask you if you recruited some of your friends to come and help you out and make some money with you?
Yeah, I do hire some of them, especially on rain days when I have to shift the schedule around. I know I hire them, but yeah. Generally I go on my own.
Absolutely. And do they look up to you as inspiration with the entrepreneurial mindset and
yeah,
want to learn
a little
from you?
bit. I normally the younger kids on the street normally look up to me. Like I had someone asking for a job already.
There we go. Good.
So,
Sure. Yeah. No, absolutely. I think as far as your business proposition, you've got it all figured out. The fact that you've already brought in some revenue is incredible. Keep doing it. Before you know it, it's going to be much bigger than it is today.
Thank you.
Clinton, what are your thoughts around this product and service?
I think it's great. I think I can definitely see your entrepreneurial spirit, and you remind me a lot of one of my best friends I grew up with, and he had a newspaper route and a lawn cutting business, and every day after school he used to convince me to expand my horizons to help him deliver the newspapers so he can get to the lawn cutting quicker, and he'd bribe me with homemade muffins that his mother would make. So. But no, I think you're gonna do well, and I think there's probably a much larger opportunity here than you might even realize. Just expanding into like full-blown landscaping services beyond just cutting the grass, and you might even have something where you can build a whole plan around how you're doing all your different processes and running everything, and actually might even have a franchise opportunity in your hands if you took it seriously. So yeah, congratulations, and keep it up.
Any other questions by the audience? Michael?
You mentioned the 32,000 views on YouTube, I think it was. Have you thought of monetizing that as well and building out a presence there? There's certainly some good opportunity.
YouTube currently doesn't allow me because I don't have enough subscribers.
Okay.
But when I get to that size, I'd like to focus a lot on that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, good.
Max, if you won the money, what would you do with the money?
I actually have already like quotes lined up for electric equipment. That is, because I've hit like a barrier with what my equipment's capable of doing. So with this new equipment coming out, I'd like to invest into that, which will allow me to service like double the properties a week, which is hopefully my goal. Yeah.
So the prize money would have a tangible impact towards your business.
Oh yeah, massive impact.
That's awesome. Well, we'll just wrap up with some final thoughts. Glenn, overall.
Well, overall, I have an electric lawnmower with the old cord, not cordless. So I've been on that bandwagon for quite some time. Not that I have a huge lawn, but I have a lawn that's enough to do. I have over 10 commercial properties, though, and none of my landscapers are presently using the technology you're talking about. And you mentioned that the reason for that is probably because the technology maybe hasn't met. They need to do 15 lawns in a day, or maybe I'm exaggerating that, but whatever the number is, the crew has to do so many to bring in so much revenue. This battery technology, and I assume that's what we're talking about. I go into the Home Depot and I see 18, 22, 32 volt. Like, where is this technology going?
I think it's going to keep going up from here. I think the real issue is the price right now. Why a lot of the companies don't use electric equipment yet is because they're almost double the cost of a regular ride-on mower for like the commercial properties. Okay. So a lot of companies don't see it as being like a good investment. So I think once the price comes down, I think it'll be very popular.
Without promoting a brand of machinery that you would use, but where would you go to purchase a commercial piece of equipment?
To local landscape supply companies. They carry it.
Okay. Thank you.
Agatha, overall thoughts, services?
I'm not sure if you have a website or not. My only suggestion would be, if you're trying to grow your business, besides going door to door, because not everybody will open the door for you, would be to have some sort of a call to action on your website. So, request a quote, or request a phone call, or send us a photo of your lawn and let us quote you on it. And just kind of, there's so many people now searching online that I think you just really need to utilize that space.
Michael, what do you think?
I think fantastic. I love your spirit, and I love the determination, the effort you've put in. I think just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to succeed.
Thank you.
So I currently use a landscaping service, and I know that they're burning gas and everything else. So if someone like yourself came along and knocked on the door and had a competitive offering that was environmentally friendly, it'd be a good chance I'd consider it. So yeah.
All right.
Well,
Thank you.
A lot
What's
of
your address? Give it to him.
a lot of interest from the pythons, and clearly it's something that a sustainable future is what we're all hoping for, and you're getting us closer there every single day. So thank you for what you do, and thank you to the pythons.
I think it went pretty well. It was a little nerve-wracking, but I think I did good. It felt like a real production set. It felt pretty cool. Definitely helped me get a lot better at presenting in front of crowds, and put me in like positions where I'm not normally comfortable in, and that I think it really helped me a lot.